This is going to be a quick explanation video. In this video, we will explain how syncing is different from sharing in respect of exchanging files and folders. To understand the difference, first we need to know the idea behind sharing and syncing. So in the world of computers, sharing is basically allowing your content to be accessed by other devices on demand over the network. Whereas syncing is creating exact copies of your content onto the other devices over the network. So the advantage of syncing is that in case one of your devices crashes, you will have copies of all content on the other devices. And this is where sharing lacks. If the main device crashes or goes offline, you won't have access to your content. Now another important fact is in sharing, the primary device must be online to be accessed by the secondary devices to work on it on the network. But for syncing, there is no need for the primary device to be online all the time, because as soon as changes are made to the primary device, the same also reflect to the secondary devices. And this way, syncing is much more beneficial than just sharing your device. Now let's do the practical. To do the experiment, we need at least two devices. One, we have our Windows machine, and for another machine we are using Raspberry Pi NAS. So let's open the file explorer, and here you can see our network shared drive, which is SDNAS. Now what we need to do is we need to create two folders in the Pi NAS. One folder we will use for sharing and another folder will be used for syncing. To create folders in the SDNAS, we need to connect to the Pi NAS first, and to do that we will use Windows Terminal. So let's open Windows Terminal and connect to the Pi NAS using SSH. Now if you don't know how to set up Pi NAS, you can check out earlier video. Now let's move to the SDNAS folder. The command is cd space /sd-nas. This is case sensitive. Now the command to create folders is mkdir. And as soon as we hit the enter on the Windows terminal, this folder will also appear on the right hand side. Okay, so here you can see the abc-share folder appeared in the right hand side. Now we need to create another folder. And this folder will also appear here. Now we do not need Windows terminal anymore, so close this. And we also need to create a folder on Windows machine. And let's name it Windows-sync. And now we need to connect this Windows sync with the XYZ sync, and for that we will use syncing. Now if you don't know how to set up syncing, you can check out our earlier video. Now click on add folder, click on browse and select this folder, Windows-sync. On the sharing tab, select the sharing device, in our case which is Raspberry Pi NAS, and click on save. Now we need to access the syncing portal for Pi NAS also. So open the web browser, and by entering the IP address for your Pi, you can access the syncing web portal. Now on opening syncing web portal for the Raspberry Pi, you can see there is a pop-up asking to add the folder. Now click on add, and in the folder path we need to put the full path for the SDNAS XYZ sync folder. So the full path is /SDNAS /XYZ-sync. Click on sharing, select the sharing device and click on save. And our folders are connected. Okay, so now what we will do here, in the test folder we have some files, and we'll copy all those files in both of these folders. So let's copy the files first and paste it into the abc.share. And now we'll again paste these files in XYZ-sync folder. Okay, so the pasting is complete now, and now we will give SyncThing a moment to synchronize those files, and then we will switch off our Raspberry Pi NAS. Okay, so synchronization is complete now. Now we will switch off our Pi NAS. So we have disconnected our Pi NAS, and let's open the File Explorer. And now we can see the SDNAS icon is different. It is no more showing the storage space. And if we try to access this SDNAS, let's click on it, and you can see there's a loading icon. So that means it's trying to access the SDNAS, but as it goes offline, it cannot access the SDNAS. As it cannot access the SDNAS, it cannot access the folders inside also. So let's close it. We also have created another folder, which is Windows.sync, which was synced with the XYZ sync, and now we will open this folder and we'll see if we can find those files inside. Okay, so we have all those files here intact. So in this way, syncing is way more beneficial than just sharing your files and folders. So that was it. We hope this video helps clearing out the confusion between syncing and sharing. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.